Hello Sagittarius, this is your 2016 forecast. And I'm delighted to tell you that I think this is a year when you're going to be able to accomplish and move along great strides in your life and make more progress than you could ever imagine. And this is mainly because we've got very little in fixed signs this year. None of the eclipses in March or September are in fixed signs. None of the slow-moving planets are in fixed signs. So what we do have is either in cardinal signs, which is about taking action and going for the things that you want, and also in mutable signs, and you're a mutable sign, so when you want to, Sagittarius, you can go with the flow. Now you are a fire sign, so you are impatient and you do want things yesterday. There's no question about that. But when you allow yourself to sometimes have a little more patience with things, you'll find that you're going to make the most tremendous strides forward this year if you want to. So I'm going to break it down into a few bite-sized pieces. At the end of the video, you'll see a list of the important dates coming up for this year, so just relax and enjoy. We've got Uranus in your 5th house in this cardinal sign, as I mentioned, going to be there until March of 2019. So Uranus in your 5th, Sagittarius, it's shaking you up and saying, are you enjoying life? Yes, Sagittarius is one of the luckiest signs in the zodiac. So really you can draw that luck to you, and especially with Uranus in the 5th. It's a great time for having your own business, for starting a new idea and innovation, something you love. It's a great time for performing, for just bringing more excitement into your life. So that's one thing that Uranus can be doing there for you, but it's cardinal, so it's about you taking action. And of course it can certainly bring romance and love. We've got Pluto also in cardinal, going to be there in your 2nd house, been there for a while, since 2008, going to be there until 2023 or 4. Pluto here, cardinal. It's about taking action with respect to your finances. Not allowing them to get sort of out of kilter, but what can I do proactively to take action? On March the 9th, we've got a new moon solar eclipse happening in Pisces. So we've got Neptune also been in your 4th house for a while. So this is in your 4th house, a new moon solar eclipse. So this could mean a move of home, even a move of country. Maybe with Neptune there, you've got a dream place you'd like to be in. This new moon solar eclipse may trigger things to start moving in that direction for you. And you're a mutable sign, and many of you love to travel. Maybe your dream is to be able to travel and work anywhere in the world as long as you've got an internet connection, or maybe not even needing that. So this new moon solar eclipse could trigger those possibilities for you, Sagittarius. And do keep in mind that the energy of the eclipses does start several weeks before and goes on for at least 6 months, if not sometimes a few years, depending what's happening in your personal chart. So there could also be some new beginnings with family. Maybe there's been some issues and now things can be resolved. You just need to watch out that you're not making too many sacrifices for people in your family or people who are needing from you. On March the 23rd, we've got a lunar eclipse happening in Libra here in your 11th house. So lunar eclipse here in your 11th. This is shining a light on your social circle, your relationships, your friendships. So maybe somebody you've met, a friend may turn into a romantic relationship. A friend could become an acquaintance, could become a stronger friend. You may work with a group of people to accomplish a goal. Maybe you'll do something humanitarian with a group of people. Also, maybe you'll take one of your wonderful ideas, Sagittarius, and bring it to a wider audience. Now, the big news this year is that Mars goes retrograde. Mars is the planet of energy, likes to move forward, doesn't like to be retrograde, but from the 18th of April until June the 30th, Mars is retrograde initially here in your sign, and then goes back on May the 28th until the end of June into your 12th house. So let's look at the facts, Sagittarius. Yes, I know Saturn is in your sign now until the end of 2017. Now don't be frightened about this, Sagittarius. This could be the very best thing that's happened to you, because very often, Sagittarius, you know, you like to have lots of different things going on, and with Saturn in your sign, this is a wonderful opportunity to restructure your life, to really restructure all the areas that you've not necessarily been so happy with. It's an opportunity to start fresh. So really see this as a wonderful opportunity. Sometimes it may feel as though you're kind of just letting go of a lot of things, and that can happen. And maybe you need to let go of certain things that you've been hoarding and holding on to. Maybe it's time just to let them go and say, you know what, to hell with it. I can travel light. I don't need all this stuff. Yes, more and more we can stick everything on the cloud and wander around with a very mobile life. We're becoming much more mobile. So this Saturn might enable you to become more mobile with everything in your life, freeing you up. And as I said, with so much immutable signs this year, there's an opportunity to go with the flow of the energy. Which direction is the wind blowing in? It's like an aeroplane. When it's got a tailwind, you get to that destination so much more quickly. That's the energy to go with this year. That you will feel those winds, and don't go against the wind. You know when you're fighting and battling against the wind, it's horrible, it's unpleasant, it feels awful. When you're going with it, doesn't it feel marvelous? It's like you've got wings. That's the energy you can tune into this year, Sagittarius. It's exciting. As a mutable sign, you can do it. If anybody can do it, you guys can do it really well. So certain do's and don'ts with Mars retro. Don't start a fight. Don't start divorce proceedings if you can help it. Don't start court proceedings. Don't have elective surgery. Best to wait until Mars is direct again before you have surgery. If you have to have it, that's one thing, but if you can choose when to, it's better not to. And it's not the best time for starting projects. It's much better for redefining, renovating, but not starting something new. It's also not the best time for purchasing any kind of mechanical equipment. Mars is a male energy, and as we know, men, they like anything that's mechanical, makes lots of noise. And so Mars retrograde, preferably don't buy anything mechanical, because it does tend to just burn out. So while it's in your first house, I would say not starting new projects. When it's in your 12th house here, I would say really reflecting on the spiritual side of you. Really reflecting on your direction. Does life have meaning for you? Sagittarius do need meaning in your life, and it will be a reflection of that. And maybe a time just for some quiet time alone, and peacefully more observing your life. Once it goes direct after June 30th, then you're moving forward on all cylinders. Now between May and October, we've got a square aspect between Saturn in your sign and it's square to Neptune. So squares are always a little bit of a challenging aspect. It's like a certain dissonance, and for you here it may mean letting go of something. Maybe there's a responsibility that you've taken on it's just too much. Maybe it's home, family, something like that, and you just need to say, can't do it anymore. Maybe it's a letting go of somewhere you've been living for a while, a home, a house, a situation, a living environment. Maybe it's time to let that go and allow something new and better to come in. Again, don't push things. Neptune will not be pushed. That's the main message of it. And June and July, we've got a fabulous aspect between Jupiter, your ruler, and its trine to Pluto here. And Jupiter and Pluto, they're really powerful planets when they come in beautiful aspect like that. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, they've got it conjunct in their charts. And for you, with it aspecting House of Money, you could well make a potload of money at this time, or create the circumstances for money to come to you, and also for some success in your career, recognition, appreciation, being seen in your work area. And September the 1st, we've got a new moon solar eclipse happening in Virgo. We've also got Jupiter in Virgo in your 10th house until September the 9th. So a lot of this year should be a good time to expand your career. Possibly take it into a new direction, but a certain expansion and growth and new opportunities coming in for you, Sagittarius. Really great time. And what with that new moon solar eclipse on September the 1st, that could be some great news. Something coming up, some new opportunity, a new person, a new possibility, maybe traveling overseas, and there it comes in at the beginning of September. So Jupiter moving on September the 10th into your 11th house of friendships and teams and dreams, and Jupiter's the planet of good fortune. And it's going to stay there until October the 10th of 2017. So 1 year and 1 month. And here in this 11th house, it's going to bring you more friends, an opportunity to meet more people, new people, to reinvigorate your social life in some way. To work with teams of people, communities, internet, we're connecting up in more new ways, and you could well be instrumental in bringing a group or a team of people together that's really very powerful and inspirational and a lot of fun. And it also can be a time when your dreams and wishes really do begin to actually happen for you. And finally, another lovely aspect in December, a glorious trine between Saturn and Uranus. Saturn and Uranus trining in the last month of the year. This could be some good news, a romance happening. It could be some good news. Maybe you've been working on a project. Maybe you've been doing freelancing or consulting or entertaining or performing of some kind, and it comes to fruition. Something happens that's really fortunate. Could also be some fortunate news regarding a child or a young person. So there you have it, my lovely Sagittarius. I wish you a wonderful year ahead. You might want to come for a personal reading and have me look in depth at your chart and what's coming up for you, and if that's the case, I'd love to hear from you. And I really want to tell you all how much I appreciate you watching, following me, subscribing, sharing. It's such a great pleasure for me. I look forward to making these videos now. It used to be quite laborious in the beginning, but now I truly feel as though I'm connecting with you in person. When I speak to you like this, I feel as though, you know, I'm in your home. And I'm really sending you so much love for a really wonderful year ahead. Bye for now.